I got you a gift. I know it's a little bit early, but it just
You didn't
came
have to do
in.
that.
Nah, it just
You
came
didn't
in.
have to do that, man.
I figured I'd give it to you now.
What's this?
It's Big Chungus.
What is Big Chungus?
Do you like it?
I don't even have a PS4. What is Big Chungus? Is this a joke?
What's that?
Do you have insurance on this car?
No.
It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend, and you came right as she touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed so it'd seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch!
Hello! Welcome.
Everybody's in here already?
What an introduction, man. That just, I don't think we can top that.
No introductions needed. Oh, wait, I wanted to play this. Damn it. Hold on.
What is it? Is it funny?
I think so.
Is it going to make me laugh?
This is Japanese commercial. Did you see this?
Oh.
この星の子供たちと呼ばれる存在はおはようございます
超授業でありみや
全部ぶつかなくてはならない
Not very effective.
かったら付き合って小さい
教師としてあるまじき教育だった
この惑星の教育は加減が難しいでも君はいい教師になる缶コーヒーのボスレインボーマウンテン
Boss Coffee.
Yeah. We got maybe like 30% of the commercial.
Yeah, I was about to say, the
That's all you
fugitive
need.
sequel kind of looks like it's pretty boring. I mean, it's not much going on there.
Yeah. Did you also notice that small can? It was like the size of this pill bottle.
Yeah, that's all you need for coffee. You don't need a lot of coffee. You know that?
Yeah. Just you're supposed to take one a day, Brandon, just like your pills.
Yeah.
You know,
But like,
to check the whole thing.
if you're going to drink it, why not make it more and then, dilute it down so that you could have something to drink?
That's the American side showing, Brandon. The Japanese do it differently, you know. They're minimalist.
Big cup.
Cicero says definitely not boss internet.
Yeah, but consider this. They live on an island with limited resources. The smaller the can, the more aluminum they need per fluid ounce. So if they have a bigger can, they could get more volume out of it with less aluminum.
Yeah, but they don't like sharing, Brandon. They don't like sharing,
Well, who's sharing? You drink the whole thing yourself.
Yeah, look, it's just one of those things. In the West, we just don't get it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where's the noted Japanese expert Joe Ball to break this down for us?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, come on, we're here a couple of plebs trying to figure this out. Where's the expert?
Dead.
I know. He died doing deaf, Died the way he
doing what he
wanted to, Yeah.
He died doing what he loved. So what's been going on with you?
With me, man, just busy trying to promote Raid. Working. Yeah, just I got a sponsorship, so now I gotta promote that every stream I'm on. So guys, go download the latest Raid Shadow Legends. Use the code ACE to get 10% off, and you use my sponsor link. I'll drop it in the chat, and get something going here.
Use the code ACE to get an error message at checkout.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to Aaron. That's why his files got corrupted.
Yeah, that's.
What about you, Brandon?
What are you doing, Phil? Huh?
What am I doing now?
Yeah, why are you closing your camera on all of this? What's going on?
I was tweeting out the thing, and I thought that if my camera was closed, the internet would go faster.
Well, no, you got to stop running the amazing MMORPG game Raid Shadow Legends while you're streaming right now.
Use code ACE at checkout.
Use code ACE to get an error message at checkout.
So we get down, Hardline's moving up here, It's, we've gotten eyeballs on us, people are watching. They want to do a piece of our line. So, got to do what we got to do here. We got to upgrade Phil's internet one way or another. So,
Yeah,
sponsorships help.
Well,
hoping
good.
Shelby would come on tonight.
Yeah, he was sick, right?
Oh, was he?
Sick.
I just think he used that excuse to get out of work. I think he's
Oh yeah.
He had that Legend of Zelda virus that was going around. Everybody had. One guy at our work, he took his vacation so that he could play Legend of Zelda the day it came out. So he took the entire week off to play the game.
Did he?
Yeah. He used his vacation week.
That's a choice.
Was that last week?
Yeah, it was last week.
What a rube.
Yeah, he really likes Legend of Zelda.
It doesn't even look that good. Like the graphics look like they're not good graphics.
Well, they, that mobile game engine that they're running them off of for the Switch.
What game looks better than that?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
You're only going to get Raid Shadow Legend references in this whole episode.
That's right.
That was right in the contract, so you just got to bite the bullet.
Yeah.
We got Dale A in the chat. He says first is the worst. It's not true.
Yeah, so you get the no prize for showing up first.
What's up, Reese? Good to see you, Reese.
There must be some big streams going on.
Yeah, there's an auction going on. Big auction.
That's good.
Other than that, that's it.
Yeah. Oh,
we don't have a lot to talk about this week.
Well, I was going to tell a big story over the weekend. For our 4 viewers in the chat right now.
Yeah.
I spent the weekend with the family, if you know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So
with Fast and the Furious X movie, and I was working on that joke all week. I was like, oh, I'm going to do this joke so good on Monday. And then Phil botched it for me.
Edwin wasn't even here to hear it.
Yeah, he was supposed to go. Yeah, I don't know where he went. But yeah, it was went and saw that, which I didn't even realize was out. Which I thought was.
I think it was the first weekend it came out. No?
Really? The theater we went to go see it at was not packed like you would imagine for the 10th installment of the Fast and the Furious series. Like you would think it would be like jam packed, and there would be like a line of supercars out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Could you imagine if the Fast and the Furious films came out like in 2000, like when the prequels of Star Wars came out, right? Everyone was dressing up.
Yeah.
Lightsabers to the theater, camping out overnight.
Everybody wearing bald caps and white tees to the theater, just representing.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, you
gotta. First off, can we go in depth? Can we spoil? I mean, if we don't have much to talk about here, I mean, we gotta get some.
Did you see it?
No, but I heard a couple. I saw a couple videos about some things that went down.
I mean, I don't know how much spoilers. There's only 7 people in the chat. Reese saw it. He says it's not bad, or that is to say, he's seen it.
Look, guys.
That's right.
The big news. I'll spoil it, so I'll take the heat, guys. I'll take the heat. All right.
Uh-huh.
The big reveal is that at the end of the movie, Shazam crosses over. Black Adam crosses over into the Fast universe, and he ends up fighting Vin Diesel. He's Fast 11's a villain. Black Adam is.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. There was a scene. I'm fixing my camera right now. There was a scene in the movie where I thought Dom was gonna take off in flight. I swear to God.
Look, man, all that NOS just injected into his veins, man. He's got a,
He's like some
it's like
crazy
mutagen.
action sequence happens or something, and then like he's there with his son, and no, he's there with Brie Larson, and she's all shot up or something, and he like picks her up like a arm around the neck, and he's like crouched on the ground, and then he like goes to stand up, and I was like turned over. I'm like, and then he's gonna fly, right? And he doesn't fly. It's like, oh my God, that would have been the moment right there where he could fly somehow. And even the girl was like, she's like, they might as well. At this point, they might as well just do it.
Yeah, guys.
It's so funny. Dude, Jason Momoa is in it. And
it's the full DCU crossing over into the Fast X, like I said. Aquaman shows up.
You've had
Black Adam,
Jason Momoa, you've had Gal Gadot in the series.
All the Snyderverse is showing up in the Fast X universe.
Yeah,
exactly. Waiting for Cavill's mustache to show up next in Fast 11.
How was Momoa?
Dude, Momoa was the best part of the movie.
He was cosplaying a young Eddie Gordo from Tekken.
He's very flamboyant, right? But so in the previous movie, did you watch the previous movie, Phil, with John Cena?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really see him in the film.
Yeah.
But he's the bad guy in the last movie. But he's Dom's brother, his long lost brother that's never brought up in 8 movies.
Right.
And at the end of the movie, he's part of the family all of a sudden. Right? He's just a good guy. He's just like, oh yeah, I was wrong. Sorry. And he's like this super soldier with like high-tech gadgets, like crazy. And in this movie, the bad guy's Jason Momoa. And like there's no relation with Jason Momoa toward the family at all. He's just like a villain. And there's a little bit of a backstory and stuff like that. But the way they made his character so much better than almost any other villain the series had, because they've done like the original one was rival gangs, and then you had drug smugglers, and then you've had, I guess, like other rival gangs in Tokyo, and then you had like Evil Corporation, which is a good trope. They've done Evil Corporation, and then they did when Charlize Theron was the villain, they did
the Karen villain,
high tech, super intelligent woman who can beat any guy's ass. And then they did just like Dom facing Dom, where he's just a super strong guy fighting another super strong guy. But then here, the Jason Momoa's character, he's like just that destructive destructive force of nature just for the sake of destruction, even though he has an agenda. Like he's like the Joker, and he did it so well. You know how like Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man is the best live action Joker that there's ever been.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right.
Jason Momoa's bad guy in Fast X is probably the second best Joker that we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like no dumb voice, no stupid, sticky, over the top, like clowny stuff going on. Just like maniacally evil, enjoying living in the moment. Like there's parts where it was like straight out of Simon Phoenix's book where he's in the middle of chaos and then he's just like enjoying it so much that he has to like stop and clap at his own possible demise.
Yeah.
Right? And then he like realizes that he's going to drive off this cliff and he's like, oh shit, and then he grabs the wheel and starts driving again.
Yeah.
Really, really good. The problems that I had with the film are obviously you're trying to shoehorn in emotion, which is what I had a huge problem with that with the Marvel movies towards like Endgame, you know, and the Infinity Gauntlet or whatever. They're shoehorning like too much emotion in, like they're putting characters in too late in the game. Like Paul Walker's character, he's there from the beginning. You know, unfortunately, he died. It's the worst thing that could have happened to the series because now that emotion that you've built up between Dom and Brian, like that brotherly, they're not even brothers, but like they have that brotherly family thing going on, and the family they built around them, it's gone. It's only Dom. And they don't tell you Brian's not dead in the movie. He's alive, but just somewhere else. And so like they can't play off of that. And
why
so
don't they kill him?
Huh?
Why didn't they kill him?
I don't know. It's probably like an honor thing. They don't want to like kill him off because Paul Walker actually died. I don't know. They should have just killed him off, really, because then they could have used that as an emotional plot device.
Man, imagine the villain that kills Paul Walker's character.
Right. They could have just had him kill Paul Walker's character, right? And then it would have been like, holy shit, this is some super, super evil stuff.
Well, not to interrupt, but most of the villains have sucked. Now that I'm thinking about it, when you're breaking them down, I think the only really good one was who was the one with the Gina Carano, that guy. I forget the name. I know the actors and everything, but I always forget his name. But yeah, I thought he was the only like semi-memorable one. You're right. Like a lot of these, him and Statham, but Statham became a good guy.
Aptly named semi-memorable.
Yeah.
Like the villains are just as you escalate and then they start going into space and stuff, you know, with like the high-tech stuff, like they take you out of the world of realism. Like the first one up through like maybe 5, it's in the world of realism, and then they start bringing you into like super high-tech gadgets and stuff, and I would have a hard time telling you what most of the cars that they used in this film were, because they gave you maybe a fraction of a second to see any car at any time.
Yeah.
90% of the filming while they're in cars is cameras on the character in the car, instead of like showing the action sequences of the cars driving through traffic and pulling off really cool stunts and stuff like that. It's all inside the cars, and it's all CGI now. Like there's not a lot of cool car stunts that they're doing. Like for example, at the beginning of the movie, they're chasing this giant cartoon, goofy as hell stuff. The giant round bomb rolling through the streets of Rome.
What?
And Dom is like trying to like bowling ball this thing to not hit buildings and stuff. And it's all CGI and it all looks horrible. Yeah. And he's in the car. He's in a new Dodge Charger and he's driving downstairs. And you could see that they just filmed it in real life. And then they added the CGI car, like driving down the stairs. It's like, why don't you just drive the car down some stairs? We can do that. We've done it before. Let's just drive the car down some stairs. And there's a lot of fault, you know, the shoehorning into the emotions, the shoehorning in of John Cena. You know, there's a part in there where like they're trying to kidnap Dom's son, and
again,
yeah. Well, he's a little bit older now, so he's like cognate and he can like try to fight and stuff. And he runs into another room, and then like a SWAT guy comes into that kitchen. He runs into the kitchen, and you're like looking through the doorway of the kitchen into the kitchen. The SWAT guy comes in through the window or through the door or whatever. And then you're supposed to be like, oh my God, he's going to get Dom's son. And then there's like a, and the SWAT guy goes slamming up against the wall past the doorway. And to me, it was like, oh, that's Brian. He's in the kitchen because Mia's there. Mia's taking care of Dom's son. And it wasn't Brian. It was John Cena. You know, it was like, that could have been Brian's still in the movie. but he's just behind the wall over there, and we just didn't see him. And no, it was John Cena.
Who has super strength.
Yeah.
Right. He's super straight. Yeah, he's smashing guys through the floor and like jumping through walls and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. And I mean, let's say that they just had a regular villain, like any other villain from any other movie, the movie probably would have been, I mean, Jason Momoa is clearly the best thing in the movie. He made that whole thing memorable and not generic.
Was he jacked? He didn't look jacked to me.
No, he's pretty good. He's walking around with like one of those big like gaucho shirts, but it's open, a lot of times. And he's driving around in like a big purple Impala. And
right, he looks like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character.
He totally is like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character, which is perfect for that Joker-esque character. Because like think of Simon Phoenix. He has the blonde hair and all that stuff, right? And like the crazy outfit and everything. It works for that character type.
Yeah.
And there's like a scene in the movie where he's like painting his nails and stuff, and he's got like 2 man buns going on up here, and he's like in a pink fuzzy robe, and he's like doing this thing with his hand. What?
He's just Eddie Gordo.
Yeah, it did a good job. It was cool because he was not playing a stereotypical like serial killer or evil guy. He did a really good job of that.
So the villain was Luke Evans. He played Owen Shaw.
Oh yeah, Owen Shaw, right? Yeah, and then you get Statham's character out of that arc also, who's still persisting. Oh, dude, I gotta tell you something about. So, like, the beef with The Rock.
Yeah.
And he has the beef with Diesel.
Ben, yeah.
And so, yeah, right. I don't know, was he wearing that jacket in the movie? But effectively, that was his character. Funny as hell. Very flamboyant, just outrageous and stuff. So there's a cameo appearance, post-credit sequence with The Rock in it. I mean, it's no surprise, right? Spoilers. So the scene is like some tactical SWAT guys going into this museum or whatever, and they're searching for Jason Momoa's character. This is all post-credits, and sort of like clearing the rooms and everything. And they have nods on, which are night vision goggles, but they're up, and they have their rifles with white light on them, and they're searching the rooms with white light, and they have $15,000 worth of nods just pointing up at the ceiling for no reason. Anyway, so like they're going through the rooms, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen here. Because there's just kind of like guys with balaclavas on and the headgear and everything, and the one guy goes up to the table and there's a cell phone on it, and he answers the phone, and it's Jason Momoa being like, I'm gonna hunt you down, you killed my father or whatever. And then the guy turns around and they cut to like the guy from the back now, and the guy's fucking huge all of a sudden. He's just like 10 times the size that he was before. And then he turns around, he takes off his balaclava, and he's like, I'm gonna get you, some bitch. And then he crushes the phone in his hand. It was The Rock. And it's like, that first guy was not The Rock. Give me this. That was just some guy. And then you paid The Rock to come into the studio for 5 minutes to turn around and say some bitch on camera. It was like, that first guy was not The Rock. It was just some guy.
He's fat. Well, there you have it. There's the review. Fast X.
It's good. It fails at the point where all movies that that are going to have a sequel fail, where they lack in really, really good, concise storytelling because they know they're going to clean up stuff in another movie and that. But like, there's just parts where you're just looking at it and go like, that's completely impossible and this is retarded, but you just laugh at it because we're already beyond the point. Like, I thought Dom was going to fly. So at that point, it's like, just throw it to the wind already.
Well, I found out that I want this jacket. This jacket's cool.
You want that jacket? You're gonna look like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, dude. Be awesome.
Are you trying to grow this hair out? Is that what's going on? You want to look like Rum Tum Tugger?
No, that is some Rum Tum Tugger hair, though. No, I want Johnny Blaze hair.
It fails in all aspects of movie making, but it was good, Citizen Ronin says.
Yeah, this describes the last couple fast movies.
The CGI was not great.
Let's see, I had another thing I wanted to show off.
You think The Rock's gonna go bad and then join Momoa's team? Maybe.
That'd be awesome.
Here it is. And then I also saw
pastels to be like a peacock. That makes sense. And if Momoa had any input on that character, great on him, because it was very, very well done.
So here's Jason Momoa wearing the Gunslinger Spawn hat.
Yes.
And then I don't know if you guys saw, this was big news. Gunslinger Spawn actually has a new look, and it's going to stick.
He's got a new
And
hat.
it doesn't change the hat.
Oh.
It doesn't have a new hat. Gunslinger's new look from Gunslinger 19 is going to stick. So you just changed his face. Look at this.
Yeah, that looks stupid because it's not iconic anymore.
This? It's like
it's just some guy in a stupid mask. It's like an Iron Fist mask.
Ooh, it is kind of like an Iron Fist mask.
It's just white Iron Fist.
You know, it reminded me of that trash Marvel character. Is he Marvel or DC? Guardian? He's just the gold. He's got a gold shield.
It's DC.
DC. There you go.
Momoa has all the same costume designers for all of his films. That's interesting. You know what I was happy about in the movie, which we haven't done in a couple of movies, was one of those gratuitous scenes with a bunch of hot chicks at a car race. They had one of those, and then like the music's all like, and they're like slow motion panning across all these chicks.
They were playing they played the Peter Gunn song.
Yeah. Exactly.
Spy.
Yeah, I was happy to see that make a return.
Are we gonna get a Jason Momoa spinoff, or does he die?
No, he's the bad guy for the next film. I thought they were going to kill him toward the end of the movie.
At this point, has anyone stayed dead?
No. The only one
one casualty.
Dude, the only one who's died that stayed dead is Jesse from the first movie. He's the only one.
What about Han?
Han's back. He's been back for 2 films. You want a huge spoiler?
Yeah, brother. We're already balls deep in spoilers.
Gal Gadot's character's back. She literally falls into a jet engine in one of the movies and dies, and she's back.
Well, she's Wonder Woman. She can survive that, all right? She's wearing the bracelets. You'll be fine.
I don't know any of the lore. I've never seen.
How dare you, Phil?
So.
They're okay. In one of the films, they're on a C-130 type cargo jet, right?
Yeah.
Racing down this 200-mile long runway. And, the plane is going to take off probably in a mile or whatever, and they're just like 10 feet above the ground the entire time. And they're chasing it with cars and they're trying to get into the plane. They eventually get into the plane.
It reminds me of Toy Story 2.
Yeah. It's very, very similar to the Toy Story scene where they're trying to get into the truck.
Right.
But then they weren't aiming for the truck.
But there was a plane scene in number 2.
I don't remember number 2. It was too sad. I blocked it out. But yeah, she sacrifices herself to save Han, and she falls as the plane's like in the air or something. She falls to her death, but she's back, completely not disfigured in any way.
She's back.
The only casualty is the audience. Hey, look, I enjoy it for the cars and I enjoy it for the hot chicks, and they didn't have enough cars in this film, which is a shame. It's too much of an action movie, but they brought the hot chicks.
James Wan directing these,
I don't know.
or did he only do like a few of them?
It's probably Vin Diesel directing them now.
So this was the last chapter, but it's 3 films.
Yeah, so this is the last storyline, but this is supposed to be 2, and then now they're saying that's going to be 3.
That's how we're going to do the Lost Pages.
Yeah.
It's going to be two books.
If he doesn't do Hand Shark in any of the next 2 movies.
Look, the cool thing is about this, it's gonna pay off with everybody having to team up to face Darkseid. So we're gonna finish off the Snyderverse in the Fast 12. So
if they
and it's happening, guys. It's happening.
Like there has to be some kind of like ridiculous end of the story where they fight like Satan or something.
Look, we haven't seen Flash yet. All right. First of all, Flash, it goes back. He creates a multiverse, and then Fast merges into the DC verse. So you don't even have to do anything. Like, it already exists.
They should do full on superhero with the Jason or supervillain with Jason Momoa's character. Like he makes this like Twisted Metal tournament with the whole family has to kill each other or all their cars explode and they got to find a way out of it.
There's a scene like that where he's gonna drag race Jason Momoa, and then there's 2 people, one guy from a previous movie and then a new girl, and then they're gonna drag race. But Jason Momoa sabotaged the 2 other cars and then made Dom choose who lives and who dies.
Dude, that's from Batman Forever.
Yeah, totally. It was totally out of that, and it worked here.
Look, guys, we already have the super serum. It was in Hobbs and Shaw. All right,
that's right.
It's happening. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Fast 12. We're going full superhero movie.
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw wasn't bad.
If it's not Fast X, Fast XX, and then Fast XXX, and then the third one is just straight up a porno movie.
No, that's when Triple X shows up.
I like the Triple
X. Then the universe explodes, and we the Big Bang is reignited, and we all get sucked into a black hole, and it all ends after that.
Triple X.
Bought the rights to Triple X
last week. That was good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah. It's we'll see how it goes. I just hope it's not several years before it comes out. I hope they do like a Lord of the Rings thing where they already have a bunch of it filmed and they're ready to keep going. Like maybe the next one is next year, and then the year after that would be great. You're cool with them getting souped up? And then like the whole family has to join forces and become some sort of megazord.
Yeah, with the cars
to fight like this super sized irradiated Jason Momoa. He gets bigulated.
Ridiculous. Why don't they just make a cartoon?
I'm sure they have the plans.
Once they get old enough, they'll do the animated. Animated Fast.
They're all getting pretty up there, old looking.
Yeah, is Dom out of shape?
No, there was this at the very beginning of the movie. That's kind of like a tender moment with Dom and his son, and he was teaching his son how to drift the car, and then it's shot from inside the car, like looking. His son's in the foreground, and then Dom's in the background, and Dom is 100% CGI in that scene.
So he's not looking out of shape, or?
No, the whole movie he's wearing like a shirt with no sleeves on, and he's just like just like this the whole time, like just flexed out the entire time. Hilarious.
Oh man.
Like like an angry guy standing in handcuffs.
Yeah. Louis Fillet, what's up, Louis?
What up, man?
Well, I didn't see any films this weekend. I did go out of town. I was in Aaron's stomping ground. Remember Aaron Calamari?
Yeah.
He should be here.
He should be here. He's too busy at the auction.
He's too busy bowling is what he's doing.
Oh, yeah, he's got this bowling addiction now.
Yeah, he's big addicted to bowling. Shelby should be here too. So yeah, I went to Michigan to pick this up, which is awesome. People in the chat here.
You're supposed to have it in a satin case so it doesn't reflect the screen.
It won't. Look.
Yeah, I could see the screen right there.
Not if I do this.
There we go.
Well, now the perspective's all on.
Yeah, can't wait for YouTube to censor this.
It's all covered. Original art for the cover. It's so cool. I love looking at it. He did like the shininess of the pants, just all in ink wash and stuff.
Yeah, that was great, man.
Really awesome. So hung out with the Biz, Simon Bisley, talked to him a bunch. I had him do some. Oops, wrong thing. I had him. I was gonna have him do like the sketch and stuff, and his road manager was like, "Oh, what do you want in the sketch?" And then my buddy's original character, and then the guy Bob's his road manager, and he's like, I got to tell you, you can't publish it if it's an original character. And then Simon was there sketching. He's like, what do you mean you can't publish it? No, and he's like, oh, it's just he wants an original character. He's like, you can publish it. He's my friend. He's like, you should be kissing the ground he walks on, because I brought him those logo prints. I brought him these prints here. We printed out a bunch for him to sell. He's like, he brought those. You should be nicer to him. He's like, dude, I didn't know. It's super funny. So,
please, Simon, no, I didn't know.
So we had these made too. So I was going to send one to Shelby, but he's not here.
Yeah. So he's not getting one until he shows up on the Hardline. So there you go. Well, that hostage, Phil. Yeah. Now, these artists out of control, man. Just call out of work. Don't show up on the Hardline stream. Where are your priorities at, Shelby? Come on.
I know. And then we made only these are super limited. We made 5 of these prints, which are of the cover, fully colored, and I had him sign them. So those are the new thing we put up on the campaign today. 5 went up. There's only 2 left.
Oh,
very
awesome.
Rare, limited, only to 5. I'm not even keeping one because we only made 5. But he had this like cool, like, I don't know, green paint.
You're a much better person than I am, Phil. I totally would have kept one. I'd have been sorry. There's only 4. There's only 4 available.
People, man.
Did Simon say this, Phil? Phil's me mate.
Phil's me. No, he's not a pirate.
It's so much more fun if we act like he is. So
yeah, he was calling me Diaz though. Diaz, come away.
Yeah, it was like, come on, let's arm wrestle.
But then I got I'll pull up this picture. Well, I was hanging out over there talking to his other road manager's daughter, and she was at Chicago Fan Expo, so she remembered me. And we were chatting, and this young guy came up. He started talking with us too, and we ended the conversation. He came back and he's like, "Hey, aren't you Phil Diaz?" And I'm like, "Yeah, who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm Luke Korolowitz," which he tagged. Yeah, and he's been in the chats and stuff, and he's working on a comic, which is awesome. Here it is. He just posted this picture. And then we're talking about he's like doing his campaign. So if you guys know Luke, he's got his channel. He just got monetized. Go check him out. He was over at the convention. He had like his portfolio and stuff. And then we said our goodbyes, and he came back. He wanted a selfie with me. And then Bisley's road manager was impressed. She's like, "Look at you! People know
you can't post that selfie, you know."
Yeah. Here's me and Luke.
Oh, white supremacist.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to be like Jason Momoa. Hang fun.
You?
Yeah. So shots to him. And then later on, I'm like, "Hey, Blossom," because her name is Blossom. "Did you tell Simon that I got recognized?" And she's like, "No, I forgot." He was all impressed. So, he's flexing.
Wow.
You will recognize for what?
Did you tell him about the Apple Orchard fan meetups we do every year?
Jesus.
No, I forgot. Yeah, we could get him a table at the apple
Yeah.
orchard.
Do you have the thing that I ran into coincidentally over the weekend also
Yes.
at the show that I was at?
Yeah, definitely. So we got 15 people in the chat here. We got Mr. Eric Weathers. What's up, Eric?
Oh,
Good
there
to
we
see
go.
you.
What up, Eric?
Check out his kick-ass new Kelsey Shannon cover on Kickstarter for Battle Brick Road. We got Dragon Pisces. Good to have you, some person in the
What
chat.
up, some person?
So I got a bunch of stuff from the con. Brandon had we took some games to a local toy convention over here, and he got me this, which is insane. It is the most unlicensed thing I've ever owned. The Fragpendium. And I know what you're thinking, it's not about Dan Fraga. It's about Lobo. So this is a giant book all about the history of Lobo.
Wow, it's a big one.
It's huge. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
He also had a hardcover.
Did he?
Yeah, it was $200.
Was it the same art on it?
No, it was like black pleather bound.
It's crazy
looking thing.
But this has the soft touch like Zaid Comics cover texture. Yeah. Really thin black and white paper in here, but awesome. And when Brandon handed this to me when I got home, I'm like, oh shit, I knew about this because our buddy was friends with the creator. They're from Illinois, and he had emailed me because someone told him that look at that, I'm in contact with Simon. So he's like, if you could ever get in touch with Simon. But I think this was before I really became buddy with them last year.
Or you were best friends with him in real life?
Yeah, before we were best friends in real life. There's that little homage. Shelby did the homage to that piece. Yeah, this is all about Lobo. Even I'm pretty sure even shitty Lobo. Once you get to the new stuff, yeah, look at the Lobo with his head cut off there. But crazy. So this is like all you need to know about the character. And then I think here, let's see. There's a little thing here. The Fragpendium by James Azriel and Danny Romero. You can go to @Fragpendium on Twitter, or sorry, on
Facebook or Instagram.
Facebook or
Too late
Instagram.
now.
Or you can just email them right there. Or it's on Amazon. Look at that. I wonder if that ceased.
Find that Amazon link right there.
Yeah. So if you guys are Lobo fans, this is perfect for you as a coffee table book. And guys, I'm sorry for not getting back to you about
yeah, I was like, oh, did you get Bisley to do anything for this? And he's like, oh, I couldn't get in touch with him. And I'm like, oh, my brother's hanging out with him right now in Michigan. And he's like, oh, yeah, I tried to email people. And it's like, in his rep wouldn't get back to me and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I'll put in a good word for you.
Well, it's too late now, unless this is a living book that they're going to update.
Yeah. They have to put in the Lobo from that sci-fi original series, Krypton.
Yeah, this one.
They have to put in Queer Lobo from the New 52.
Well, they even got Crush in here. They have a Simon Bisley headshot of Crush, which is Lobo's daughter. And dude, I have so much stuff they could have put in here, like the Santa Claus statue that no one else has but me.
Yeah.
Because they got pictures of statues in here too.
Well, you should have emailed this guy back instead of being a selfish.
Yeah, Phil.
I know. I feel bad. Look at that. They put Liefeld Lobo in here. Jesus Christ! Look at that.
Oh.
Trash.
He looks like he's from Mojo World.
Yeah. Look at that midget arm, dude.
Like that's what happens when Lobo doesn't work out. You know, he just he gets out of shape quickly. You know,
he used a Schwarzenegger picture from a magazine to reference Lobo in that picture.
I gotta do a stream or something. Book.
A Schwarzenegger actually choking the guy.
Oh, they got Lobo socks.
Real reference.
Lobo socks. That's good.
Okay.
So that was cool. Now I'm gonna have to I don't know.
Lobfeld.
Oh, look, here's from the movie, the fan made movie.
They have a fan art picture of Jason Momoa as Lobo in there anywhere?
Do that? I don't know.
No, I didn't look through it.
Kyle Hotz Lobo in here. Oh, here it is. Here's the Biz Crush. Let's see. Where'd it go? Here it is. And it says on here, first Crush drawing by Simon. This is the first time he ever drew her. 2022. Looks like a lesbian.
Yeah.
She is. She's a lesbian in the comics.
Yeah.
Not everybody's perfect, you know.
Well, Biz knows a lesbian when he draws them.
Here's actually I kind of like this concept art of her though. Like
Andrew Bernarski, that dude was Leatherface.
Oh, was that the guy who played Lobo? He played. Well, it might be the same guy, but I was under the assumption that he was the guy who played Zangief in the Street Fighter film. Did he also play Leatherface?
You're getting paid. That's what he says in Street Fighter.
Yeah. Let me see. Here's Yay Lobo, or like, Twink.
Says in the fan film.
Yeah, in the fan film. Here's Twink Lobo.
Yeah. Least favorite Lobo, in my opinion.
Yeah, by far. Ethan did a couple covers for, like, pickup covers for that series.
Well, he's culpable.
I know. Kenneth designed them. It's all bad.
Like, we're getting some F Twink Lobos in the chat.
Here we go. What's up, Sumo? Good to see you.
What's up,
yeah,
man?
Twink Lobo.
Yeah.
F the Twink Lobo. Yeah, so I feel bad. I don't know. To make it up to this guy.
The guy's still alive, so you could
maybe we'll make a print for him.
Yeah, send him a headshot or something.
Of me?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry for the mistake.
We got K-pop. Oh, K-pop Junkie.
Uh-huh.
I was in a stream earlier, and K-pop. I don't want to misgender K-pop Junkie, but K-pop Junkie was it in Kelsey's stream? I was talking about being at Simon's table this weekend, and the K-pop Junkie is like, "Oh, I was there too. That was the reason that I went to see Simon, and I was probably standing next to you on Saturday." And I don't remember that at all, but it might be true.
Blur.
Yeah, it's all blur. All right, let's talk about this. And I got some books to show off. If you guys like cool comics, I mean, that's why Friends. Oh yeah, Richard Friends stream. You're right. Twink Lobo probably takes multiple showers per day. Probably. Is that a shot at me? I don't know. Well, if you guys like Lobo, definitely check out the Lost Pages 3. We are so close to getting the $36,000 on this.
There you go.
Just 30 backers away from 500. I think that's how you do math, right?
Yeah.
And we have 2 of those signed prints left. They're 11 by 17. The variant cover, which you can see right here on the campaign. Here's the main cover, awesome Dan Dahl cover, and then the Simon Bisley cover. So if you guys don't have this, if you're a big fan of Simon Bisley, get the variant. Is kick ass. Is an old homage to Lobo's Back #1, and on the back of the book it has this awesome homage by Shelby Robertson of the ad for Lobo's Back. You got Krim here looking like a demon, total badass. Showed off some updates on pages. Check these out. Some cool action with Wastoid and Jazz. Ricardo's totally killing it here. We posted this a couple days ago on Twitter, so if you guys haven't seen that. And first look at this awesome spread by Dan Dahl and Avery inking this. Look at that. So freaking cool. Zoom in on this. The people. Wham! Oh, dude. That wham's so good. Great cross-hatching. Yeah, Avery's killing it here. Let's see. Biz is my boy. Hip-hop junkie. Thank you, though. Yeah, that'd be kick-ass. Any friend of a Biz is a Biz of the family, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
He's a friend of the family. Family.
On the family.
That's right.
For everybody interested, still have the
wow.
Pepe.
Show it. Where are you? Put that on the site or something.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, Brandon? Come on. You gotta let the people know.
Yep. I know I thought Sumo Authority was going to snatch it up, but I guess not.
I don't know, man. Maybe General Piggy's around here lurking. He might snag it.
Yeah,
somebody.
He's a big collector. Jay Ryan. Still available, Jay Ryan. Don't worry.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't grabbed the ash can too, this is going to be from the ash can for the people. See what else we got going on. Oh yeah, and then here's the prints. We just showed those. It's only 5. There's 2 left on the campaign, and of course we got
blurred his hand out.
Yeah, I blurred his hand out.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I just thought that'd be funny. Also, he's not even this behind the scenes. He's not even holding this picture. I photoshopped that into his hand.
Oh yeah, he wasn't even wearing those dope glasses.
Yeah,
right?
he's actually holding a picture of a lesbian Lobo.
So this was the thing too. He was wearing sunglasses, right? But to me, they look like sunglasses that you'd buy at like a Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, they're like those Thug Life glasses. Or they play.
Yeah, exactly. They were thin.
That's right. Double G.
Bisley. So go out over there and grab that. We also have our boy Edwin's book. Let me see if I can find it.
Right.
They're calling you out for being pro censorship. Totally can't tell what he's doing.
It's on Twitter. You could go to my Twitter post, you'll find it.
Phil's the next Stalin.
Oh, how comics in the house.
What's up, Alan? Alan was at a convention this weekend too. He was hanging out with Kenneth Rocafort.
Spreading the word of raid around. Much appreciated.
That's right. Here it is. Raid with a white leopard. Only on Fun My Comic, guys.
Right, exclusive. Only place to get is here.
That's right. Tell the people what it's about.
Yeah, so Raid of the White Leopards, the story of a band of Viking raiders who get caught up in a storm and wash up on a strange island. It's a really kind of fun story. It features basically 2 interconnected stories. The first about these Viking raiders and how they wash up on this island. And then the second part is basically showing you a little bit about the island. So you get to meet some of its inhabitants and get introduced to the White Leopard. So it's action-packed. It's got a lot of great action, beautiful, fantastic artwork by Avery Butterworth. Just really, the pages just sing, just this beautiful gray tones and the inks and every detail that he puts into it, man. It's just some of the thing I'm most proud of, really. Just beautiful looking book. Just sent it out to get a second proof, so I should be getting that soon. Artwork's completely done. Like I said, I'll just waiting to see where we land on the number, and then I'll get paid out in August because that's only running for 90 days. So once we get that started, I'll probably be sending it out to the printer and hopefully fulfilling around September, October-ish, hopefully, without any delays. And right now we're just trying to unlock the next stretch goals, the amazing poster art by Boo Dan Plegu. With colors by Marcos Martins of Alga, the lone surviving female Viking. It's a beautiful piece. Dan did this for me a while ago, and I'm glad to finally get it colored up and showing it off to people. So there will at least be one poster of this. So I'm hoping I can get it out to every backer, because I think it's a beautiful piece. So go check it out.
Yeah, you still got some sketch cards up here as well.
Yep.
So
one from Avery. One from Michael Beacon. I got some original art pages. I have all the Viking pages that Avery did, which are fantastic. Like I said, super detailed. And, the book I think is pretty reasonably priced. It's 15 and 5 ship for US, PDF for 12, 2 for 25. So, it's a pretty reasonable price book, and it's got fantastic artwork on the cover there by Donald DeLay, colors by Howe.
Yeah.
Cool logo there. So yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful book. So yeah, gonna go check it out and fund my comic.
Check it out. The link is in the description. People are dropping it in the chat as well. And then I wanted to show you guys some stuff that I got. Well, first off, I got this. Brandon was looking through this a little bit. A little Frank Miller Electra Lives Again. I got this as a combo. For like $30, I got this, and then whatever was in this mystery folder. You got the gamble you're willing to take?
Yeah, man, you gotta take.
Did you see what's in it already, or are we looking at it for the first time?
No, it wasn't a mystery folder, but
it's not Ravage, is it?
It's not Ravage. It's these Jay Lee strike file issues signed by Jay Lee.
Oh, that's awesome.
And with even a certificate of authenticity.
Oh, dude, that's a steal right there, man.
That says they were signed. So yeah, they wanted 20 for this and the book, and they're like, well, we want to get rid of them. We'll give you a deal. So I'm like, 30? So
that's a steal, brother. That is a steal.
That's because they're stolen.
It might be stolen. Yeah.
As long as you're not stealing it, you can take the steal.
Yeah. Pretty sick. Hardcover too, like that.
There you go. Beautiful.
I was looking for some Mask comics, couldn't find any. I got this, I think this is issue 1. Yeah, issue 1 of Major Bummer, which is Doug Mankey's creator-owned book. Thought that was pretty cool. So I got that for a good deal. Medu's Son, which is a buddy's book from down in Peoria. This is a creator-owned book. It's like a little ash can thing, 8-page story. It's a really sick cover, and it's got this great like foil cover on it too.
Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like moldy brass, or like mossy brass.
Yeah, I actually didn't look inside of it.
It works so well with the art.
When we were at C2E2, I was walking past his booth, and like people in chat, I showed this book off, and they're like, "Oh, that book looks awesome." Yeah, I forgot to go back and get it, but he was luckily at Motor City. That's the back. And I picked up a copy, so he gave me a good deal on them. But it's like little new IPs things. Cameron Johnson, if you guys want to follow him on Instagram or whatever. Pretty cool. 300 type stuff. Pick that up. I got this what is it? The Max. You remember the Max, Edwin?
Yeah.
I got the Max issue 8, which is the crossover between the Max and Pitt. Sam Keith cover.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just a 1-issue thing. Got that. Do you guys get booths at cons? I have zero idea. Just ran into you today. Sometimes we do. So Brandon and I run Zaid Comics, and with the books we just showed off, the Lost Pages is one of our books. We do another book called Magic Cop. Those are all on our Zaid Comics site, and we used to do booths like a long time ago before we even came out with these titles. But recently we just had one at C2E2 with the arcade company we work for. So it was in like a special area away from Artist Alley. We actually sold a lot of books, which is awesome. So we're going to try to get into it more. But I think it's like, as a comic creator, you got to be conscious of choosing what shows to do and making sure you make the most of it, because you could really easily get lost in the fray of Artist Alley.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
yeah.
I'm
If we have a show where you can get a really good deal, or you know that you're going to at least make table at it and stuff, then that's good. We were going to do the show where I picked up that Fragpendium over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I only had about 1,000 people through the door. But Phil went up to Michigan instead. But what the hell is that guy's name? That wizard guy? He used to print the comics for us.
What?
That guy's name?
Call him a wizard?
Yeah, dude, this guy was totally dressed like a wizard at the show.
He was there?
Yeah, what's his name?
Charles Masson.
Charles, yeah. So Charles was there at the show. He had his booth set up, and he's selling like commemorative dice or whatever now. And he had like a puffy purple shirt on, and he's got like the giant Pondering My Orb wizard beard, and his glasses are wire frame glasses, and then they're round frames, and then there is a square 90-degree angle square in, so it's like a diamond frame, and that's where the lenses are. So the lenses are square offset in the round frames. I'm like, dude, you should just go with this whole wizard gimmick and just start selling people magic spells on the internet, dude.
Yeah. So like if there's something like a small con like that, like I think like that would have been a fun con to do, even though it was like a 5-hour con, right?
Yeah, it was less than 5 hours. It was like a 3-hour con.
Right. But it would have been interesting to see what we did there. And we had some buddies there that sold toys and stuff. So we had arcade games there too. But like going into Artist Alley, the tables are expensive. You got to make sure you could at least make tables.
Right. And if you're at a con and you're competing with every picture of Batman that's ever been drawn and every picture of Spider-Man that's ever been drawn, you know, and you have a new original IP, nobody cares about that, because people go into Artist Alley to get pictures of half-naked Black Widow and Storm and stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, no lies being told.
Yeah, or a lesbian version of
Lobo.
Daughter.
But that's why we're trying to get all these Simon Bisley covers. So when we do to a con, people will want to buy our stuff. No, but like building up, it seems like building up our catalog of books has been really important to actually having material to sell when people come over. Because the last couple conventions we've done have been pretty successful.
I sold 9 copies of comic books when I was at Exotica.
Right.
So,
yeah, exactly.
It just shows you need to have the content.
So I had Simon do this this piece for Kelsey Shannon's character, this new character Shank. So, and he was super excited about that.
Oh,
so Simon
awesome.
did that. Yeah, pretty badass.
Is there going to be like an origin story of Shank where it was just a piece of broken mirror that he had on his head that he started off with, and he's like vigilante running through the streets?
Well, yeah, he was in an accident and the glass broke and it fell right into between his head. If he takes it out, he'll die. It's like that.
Like an Iron Man.
Well, it's like Iron Man, or what was that? Crank with Jason Statham.
He had to keep moving.
Yeah.
It's basically like Speed, but instead of a bus, it's a person.
And instead of a bomb, it's a piece of glass.
Hey, I'm just happy Kelsey's finally doing his own book, man. So it's been about time.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. We got Mr. Christopher Evans in the chat. What's up, Chris? Good to see you.
He's not Christian Evans.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Or really Christocles.
Let's see what else I got before we do Babe of the Week here. I found some Judge Dredd things. I had Simon sign this Batman Silvestri book that he did a variant cover for. I found this in the back issue bins, which is kick-ass cover. I decided not to. I didn't want to pest him about signing all this stuff. Some Judge Dredd stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh, we've doxed Christocles.
Christocles Evans.
This whole time I thought his name was Christoph. You know.
Christoph.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Christoph Evans. You know, he has that look to him. You know.
Big German style.
He's got to go back to his Greek roots.
And then I got these, which is not Bisley, even though kind of looks like Bisley. It's actually Alex Horley. Shelby was the first one to show me these books. That's why I wanted him to come on here, because I actually have them now. There's 4 issues of these. It's like this killer clown. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it's called Dead or Alive. That's pretty cool. It's really good covers. Let's look at the insides. And I got these signs too. The cardboard standees. at that.
Oh, nice.
Sounded like a pink Sharpie. Yeah, pretty badass. But good weekend.
Yeah, man. Hey, before we get to Babe of the Week, let's just can we have some F's in the chat for Ray Stevenson, who just passed?
Did you hear about this, Brandon?
You're bumping death up in the week.
Yeah, it's a special occasion. You know, gotta salute good old Texas Polo from the 13th. So
yeah, rip Ray Stevenson. He's in Punisher Warzone.
yeah, he's and I think it's one of the greatest TV shows of all time, Rome. Tons of work, but those are like some of his biggest movies. And I was hoping for a Rome movie to tie it off because we got the Deadwood movie finally from HBO, but looks like that's not in the cards. So rest in peace.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sudden death. 58 years old, huh?
He's still young.
Rip. Jared says he has a figure of that art. Oh, for the Fact 2 Bisley trick. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And where's Joe Ball? No one knows.
He's also dead.
Yeah.
Another one for the Triple D of the week. All right, Brandon submitted a babe for this week. Sumo will be happy she's not old. At least she doesn't look old. I don't know who this is. And then is the champ, I think, still is Michaela, right? The hockey goalie?
Yes.
All right. We got her pulled up here. Let's see. Multiple pictures. So if you guys aren't aware with the channel, if this is your first time in the channel, please hit that subscribe, hit the like. We always wrap up our Monday shows with a segment called Babe of the Week, where we look at two babes. We put the votes up to you guys in the chat. Now there's 12 people in the chat because we got some other people streaming right now. Usually, so we get some good votes on this. Sumo shouting out Michaela. And let me just make sure. Oh,
wait for this random chick that I just randomly saw on Twitter. Randomly.
I'm just trying to figure out. Instagram does weird. You could like pin posts. So
no, man, I'm hoping for a new mug hottie there.
A new mug of the week.
Yeah, new. Anybody knows any hot female criminals that they like to put up for Babe of the Week?
Hot female criminals that did nothing.
Did nothing wrong?
Did nothing wrong. Look, do you think that possession of a machine gun and a silencer should be illegal?
I don't know, man. Do we even know America anymore? I mean, the founding fathers
part of our
religion.
religion.
They will never lock up hotties like that for owning machine guns. But
in real America.
Yeah.
So K-pop says Biz and Babes, my kind of peeps. Yeah, I have to tell this story. So when I introduced my girlfriend to Simon, and he shook her hand. She was impressed by that, I guess.
Giggling
but
like
she was
a schoolgirl.
No, she wasn't giggling like a schoolgirl. She was looking through his art, right? And he was drawn. I was watching what he was drawing or whatever, and I see him. He looks up and checks her out, and then he looks at me and gives me the bro nod of approval, and that was worth the 4-hour drive there. It was freaking hilarious. And then I guess she saw it. And later I was laughing to myself. I'm like, did you see when that happened? She's like, yeah, it's pretty funny. So that was awesome. A Phil Biz story, shocking. Yeah, stay around. I might have a couple more. All right, let's do Babe of the Week here. This has been going on. How many? Oh, this is episode 149. Did you know that? So next week's 150 of the Hardline.
Something special.
Yeah, guys, we're the most consistent stream in all of CG.
Right.
Nobody does it like we do every week on Mondays.
So we're doing Babe of the Week, and while you guys are voting, I got to run down and do this taste test because of this. I forgot that I got this soda to taste test live on air.
Oh yeah, we got to bring back the
the taste test. Right. true. All right, we got Babes. Now here's the champ. This is the champ, Michaela. She's a small town hockey goalie from, was she from Canada probably? Because
Small town Canadian girl living her hockey dreams.
That's right. I forgot to pop off the chat this week, so I didn't know if anyone gifted memberships.
Yeah, Sumo gifted a bunch of subs, it seemed like. Or
Really?
some number of subs.
Hell yeah, thank you, Sumo.
Seemed like it.
Yeah, I totally forgot to pop out the chat, so I wasn't able to see that. Sorry, Sumo. But thank you for the gifted memberships, guys. You get awesome access to great emojis if you are a member of the channel.
Yep.
Let me do this poll. So here's Michaela, small town Canadian hockey goalie. Brandon, probably isn't that into her because she's blonde and most likely will be mean to him.
Not most likely. It's a 100% guarantee.
Really?
Yeah. They're always mean to me.
And here's the new, this is the contender. Her name is Bree. I guess she's on Twitter. Tell us a little bit about Bree, Brandon.
I randomly saw this chick dressed as Rogue. And I was like, oh, we probably need a contender for Babe of the Week, so I'll send her in immediately. The next picture is what got me interested. Is the second.
Bree.
Alcom's saying not a very good goalie if she still has her teeth.
Yeah,
K-pop Chunky is saying like a sprinkler of some kind. Sumo Theory saying boo. Are you saying boo or are you saying boo earns?
Yeah, please discern that. So there you go.
That girl that Cecil's always retweeting. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, probably. I think Joe post about her once?
Ragu. I don't know. She probably has a pretty good backstory from what I can see.
Oh yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get that taste test thing.
Yeah. Let's see. How Comics was saying boo earns. Good clarification there. There's always the one. So Jay Ryan said Rogue looks like she's the goalie, that she got hit in the face with the hockey puck. Well, we're here for the plot more than anything. So who's got your vote, Ace?
I don't know. I need to see a little close up of Bree here.
Yeah, Phil.
This is kind of like a far away shot. I can barely see anything.
Here's the close up. Here's the close up.
No, this is an even worse shot.
Oh.
Just a cropped down photo.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Getting a Geesh.
Now here's Michaela. Geesh. All right, I got the taste test things.
All right.
And I'll pop this out and zoom in on her face. I think. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
I think that's what the people are asking for.
There you go. So I got some candied nuts, cinnamon roasted pecans.
You're so lucky I didn't eat those already.
They're good.
Yeah, they are good.
And then here's the real taste test. I was gifted. Now there's two of them. I'm going to taste the other one next week, I guess. The Warhead soda. It's not even like Sunkissed, or it's just Warhead's brand soda, I guess.
Watermelon.
Sour watermelon soda, natural flavoring.
They had 0% juice. They had all the flavors. They had black cherry, the blue raspberry, the watermelon, the green apple. I don't know if they had the lemon.
All right, I'm gonna taste test it.
Let's see. Is it actually sour? A sour soda would be very interesting.
Yeah.
It smells sour.
Get your face as close to the can as possible when you open it.
No, it smells sour. So when I cracked it open, it smells like that sour tongue spray. You know what I'm talking
All
about?
right, all
Candy.
right.
Yeah.
Bubble pop for life.
Bubble pop. Yeah, it smells like that
Carbonated?
spray, like that blue spray. I hear it is carbonated. All right, you ready? That's good. Dude, it's sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
It
it.
tastes like candy.
Yeah. Mm. So like
hits.
That time I swallowed it, and it like jumped back to my rear taste buds, and it was just like other sour. It's like, yeah, if this was out when we were kids, I would love drinking this thing.
They have
Like it.
a Ghost energy drink Warheads, right? Is that different than this?
Yeah, well, I had that, and it was green. It might have been watermelon. This tastes better, I think, because it doesn't have that energy flavor to it.
Is it
Like
warm?
It's room temperature, but it's not like warm.
Jay Ryan's got Jolly Ranchers or Sour Patch. They're both good.
Yeah, they're both good.
I think it's Sour Patch
depends on the
commercial
mood.
I could show.
Do you? It depends on your mood. Yeah, I think this probably would be. It's not bad. It probably would be better if it was cold, though. Next week's what was the other one? Is it mango or something?
It's the black cherry one.
Oh my god! I just burped and went in my nose.
The sour into your nose.
Yeah. All right. The black. I'm excited to taste the black cherry one then too.
Yeah, the black cherry one. Oh, I sent you the Sour Patch Kids thing on Instagram.
I don't remember it. It's not the Nazi one, is it?
Yeah. It's so good.
Is that real?
There's no way, but it's perfectly done.
Ghost drinks are the best. I think I've only tried it once, that ghost drink.
You tried also the Swedish fish one.
I didn't try that. Did I?
Oh no, I saw it somewhere. I thought it was yours.
No, they have it at those GNCs.
Yeah.
Or the vitamin store we go to, whatever. I just hate Swedish fish. I just don't like them. So
sure.
But they do have those. Yeah, Ghost is good. Ghost protein.
Oh, which does the soda taste more like?
Oh, it tastes more like.
Well, it's Warheads. Have you never tried Warheads?
It tastes more like Warheads. It doesn't taste like Jolly Rancher or.
Yeah, Warheads is a very distinct flavor.
Yeah, it is. Doesn't taste like any of the other ones.
The carbonation gives you that, like, stabbiness that the Warhead has. Like once you get
inside the fizz.
Yeah, the fizz part.
Yeah.
Like that shockingness. So there you have it. It's good.
So there was some downplaying the rogue girl up here in the chat. Looks like she has her head in a cutout. Sumathor is saying oof.
It was worse as you got closer, I think.
And then he said she's a Comic-Con 8, which is good. You been to Comic-Cons lately?
Yeah. What's a bodysuit? How much is a bodysuit? Is the body?
It seems like the body is doing carrying some of the load here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think there's some tricks being played here.
You think so?
You think so?
I think so.
Well, they're doing a good job.
Not very busty though.
Yeah.
I love the wig's great.
That's her real hair, Phil.
Yeah.
No.
How dare you, Phil?
No.
It's all natural.
See?
There.
Yes, it is.
Roll deep is hot.
By the way, Brandon is right. She would totally be mean to him.
Oh yeah, this chick would be super mean
Yeah.
to me. Look at her; she's being mean to me now.
Like, this Brandon Diaz think he is.
Like, imagine this: I'm at the deli counter at the grocery store, right? And then I'm ordering 1 pound of Swiss cheese, and then she's just standing there like, I can't even believe this guy is here. I want to get something, and she's mad. And then I'm gonna turn over and be like, "Oh, thanks for waiting." And she's gonna say something snarky to me. And I'm like, I didn't even do anything.
So that reminds me, we went to Michigan. Everybody in the service industry in Michigan are just mad. They're just mad and they're mean.
Yeah, that's the northern states.
Yeah, and Canada's close to Michigan, so they totally they're the same way.
They're just like we went to Outback Steakhouse. Waitress was mean. She was like mad about something.
Was
Same
she
thing
blonde?
everywhere else. Was she what?
Was she blonde?
No.
Well, if I was there, she probably would have been nice.
I don't know, but she was mad about something. We got Jamie in the chat. What's up, Jamie? She's mad about the Swiss cheese. Yeah, well, the Swiss cheese reminded me of how mad people in Michigan were. And because I got a French dip after the convention yesterday, and they put provolone cheese on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wishing it was Swiss cheese.
I haven't had provolone cheese in a long time. I can't even imagine how it tastes.
It's sharp. It's like a sharp white. I think. I don't know. And then I order a French dip, onion rings, side, 2 iced teas. That's the bill. $26.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Yep.
K-Pop
Junkie wants to know where you got this sandwich.
Where did you get the sandwich at? I got it across the street at Gatsby's.
And then Dale is calling you out, saying provolone's pretty mild. Even Jamie here is saying provolone's pretty mild.
Oh my god! Here we go. It's more sharp than Swiss.
K-Pop is saying can be pungent. Maybe it's a type. Maybe you just got some especially sharp provolone cheese. Michigan provolone might be really sharp.
They did have an option of bread, Michigan sourdough.
Michigan sourdough? That sounds awful.
Yeah, I would not trust that at all.
K-Pop, are you a local over there? Yeah, because Gatsby's was right across the street. And everybody in there was really old. Like, it was like a local...
Was it a deli? There's a bunch of old Jewish people in there?
No, it was like a pub. And like a fancier pub. Everyone was old in there, except for the people you could tell that was there for the con. But they were playing like 90s R&B. It's really weird.
Yeah. Sourdough bread is some of the best bread, for sure. But Michigan brand sourdough bread or Michigan style? I don't know.
Yeah, never heard of that. I didn't try
it. They just take the diesel exhaust and pump it right into the ovens while they're cooking the bread.
Yeah, my sandwich was on a sub sandwich roll, I think.
An inferior roll, you could say.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to close the poll. We're closing the poll. Babe of the Week for episode 149. We've seen Michaela, the goalie, and Bree, the rogue cosplayer. Wow. Wow.
Whoa. Look at
Shutting
her.
the
She
pull
has
down.
big teeth. Look at the big teeth.
She's got teeth.
Yeah,
14
she's
votes
big
in the
teeth.
chat. Oh, we should have waited. We could have got one more person to vote. 14 votes, 71% to 28%, Brandon.
It's a blowout.
Michaela takes it. The champ
really?
still reigns. Thank you guys for participating in the votes. Your participation means a lot.
It does. You guys rock.
Yeah. This cheese shit wouldn't fly in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is the reason why Michael Beacon is dead. All right. When he had that chocolate cheese ball thing, we haven't seen him since.
We're coming up to the anniversary of that.
Yeah.
Probably.
1 year without Michael Beacon.
That's right. All right. Is there anything else we need to go over before we call it a night?
I guess that's it.
Yeah, just one last thing, guys. Make sure to use the code ACE. Raid Shadow Legends. They'll give you a nice discount. They are sponsoring the Hardline now, so gotta get our plugs in. So thank you guys.
Go find another stream. Remember to back Raid of the White Leopard on Fund My Comic right now.
What?
Comics.
Hell
What?
yeah.
Used to live in Wisconsin, and a company made a 10-year aged sharp cheddar with real cherries in it.
Christ.
That's believable.
This is why, look, Wisconsin was the nuclear whipping board to test out the nukes if there was ever an event where we needed to use them against the Soviet Union. And knowing this, now I don't feel bad about that. We should have just tested them out. Cheddar with cherries in it? What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's weird. Keep the fruit out of the cheese, huh? Reese was here. Good. Reese has good show, guys. I appreciate you guys being here.
Been here the
A lot
whole
of
time.
other stuff going on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Reese is here. Jesus. All right, we're going to take off. Remember that we have, I think, only one or two prints left on the campaign page. The Lost pages. Go check it out. Back it if you haven't. It's coming out this summer. We are working hard on the book. If you guys love comics, you're going to love this one. So back the Lost pages 3. And if you haven't read anything, any of the previous books, you can get the catch-up tier, which has all the previous stories, including all the new ones. So
we could do, you guys could sign my petition to have Wisconsin change the cherries out for those small cocktail weenies.
No.
Be the block of cheddar with the cocktail weenies right in the cheese already.
It's too much cheese. I'm not into cheese.
Yeah, I know you're not into cheese, but some of us like cheese, and we don't want cherries in our cheese.
I agree with that.
All right. Well, we're leaving now. I'm going to play you guys the Lost Pages trailer on the outro.
Yeah.
Who haven't seen it. See you guys. We'll see you, I don't know, some other time.
I don't talk like that, but it's good. Bet.
Bye.
I remember childhood without any friends. Just me and my imagination. Kids could be little demons. It was hard enough dealing with the ones in my head. But you meet a real monster, that's when you grow up fast. I couldn't deal with it alone. So I made up my own friend. Crim's my best bud. I don't know what I'd do without him. But there's some things we should keep locked away. Not the imaginary friends, but the imaginary fiends. Krim, where are you?